Hello, my name is Daisy Vasquez, and this is the second part of my case study 3. So in this segment, I'm going to be going in detail for the case study questions. So we're going to go ahead and start off with question number 1. What are the barriers to successful behavior change for Carla, and how can they be addressed? So the barriers that she's facing right now is that her family is basically in this. I know her parents are obese as well. So they're the ones that are role models basically. And in order for her to overcome that barrier, they have to change as well, not just her. Another barrier that she's has there is her. I read that she had a low self-esteem. She was embarrassed and bullied, and I want to change that. I want to give her confidence and basically cheer her up, not for her to focus on herself, and that's it. So those are one of the barriers that she's facing. Another barrier is that it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's a long process, but in the long run, it's going to be worth it. So I want her to understand that this is not going to happen overnight. So that's one of the barriers that she could also face, because as a kid, you want everything like this, and you have to have patience for that. So that's one of the barriers that she's facing, and that's how they could be addressed. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen really quick. Okay. So right here, like I mentioned, it's coping and support. You want to, like it says here, parents play a crucial role in helping children feel loved and in control of their weight. Take advantage of every opportunity to build your child's self-esteem. Don't be afraid to bring up the topic of health and fitness. Talk to your kids directly, openly, and without being critical or judgment. So here it states some suggestions that you could do with the child like this, which is avoid weight talk. Negative comments about your own, someone else's, or your child's weight, even if well intended, can hurt your child. Negative talk about weight can lead to poor body image. Instead, focus your conversation on healthy eating and positive body image. Discourage dieting and skip meals. Instead, encourage and support healthy eating and increase physical activity. So I want the parents to say, eating healthy is fun. It's not boring, because usually people see a diet as boring, and that's not the case. There's fun in eating healthy. You can mix and match. There's also lots of flavor in that as well. Another one of these is find reasons to praise your child's efforts. Celebrate small incremental changes in behavior, but don't reward with food. Choose other ways to mark your child's accomplishments, such as going to the bowling alley or at a local park. Another one is talk to your child about his or her feelings. Help your child find ways other than eating to deal with emotions. There's other ways to deal with your emotions, such as getting hobbies. For me, for example, I like to go to the gym. That's how I deal with my emotions and my stress. Another one is help your child focus on positive goals. For example, point out that he or she can now bike for more than 20 minutes without getting tired, or can run the required number of laps in gym class. You don't want to focus on negative things. You always want to focus on the positive things. Always be positive around your child when they are trying to lose weight. And be patient, like I said before. Realize that an intense focus on your child's eating habits and weight can easily backfire, leading the child to overeat, even more possibly making him/her prone to developing an eating disorder. Yes, we do want her to get a healthy weight, but you don't want to push her to where she has a bad self-image issue that can eventually lead her to being anorexic. No, we want her to be healthy, a healthy weight, healthy lifestyle. So one of the, like here as well, it says be a good role model. One of the best ways to instill good habits in your child is to be a good role model. Children learn by example. One of the most powerful ways to encourage your child is to be active and eat well, is to do it yourself. So that's why I say that the parents, her whole family has to be in on this. It's not just her, she's not in this alone. They're all going to be in it together. And if they don't want that, there can't be change for her, because this is a team effort with everyone. And in a way, they're all going to be healthy. You know, they might stop taking that medication that the parents were taking. So, and they also could do fun activities together to make it fun for her. You know, she doesn't just have to be exercising. Physical activity could be playing volleyball, playing sports, going on a walk, anything basically moving. So whenever your family joins, it's a lot of fun. Another one is set a good example by going for a walk or bike ride instead of watching or surfing the internet. If she does want to be in the internet, maybe she could learn some dance moves, because dancing is also basically physical activity. You know, it's fun to dance, even if you're by yourself. Another great exercise that I would definitely recommend is swimming. Swimming is going to put less stress on her joints. I know obese children, like, they could break their ankles, their wrists, you know, when they're running or something. So swimming is great. That's one that I would push. Swimming, healthy Mediterranean diet. That's what I would recommend for her. Question number 2 is, should this child be placed on medications to deal with her health issues? I'm gonna say no. She doesn't need medication unless if she comes back around 3 to 6 months later and she still has high, you know, all these numbers are not adding up to the normal range, or at least going down a little, then I would recommend medication. So according to the WebMD, FDA approves weight loss pill for teens. It's called Cynical. So it says the FDA has approved Cynical for use as a first prescription weight loss medication for treating obesity in teens ages 10 to 16 years old. That's what I would recommend for her. It says the teens treated with Cynical had an advanced weight of approximately 210 pounds. After 1 year treatment, adolescents treated with Cynical had significantly reduced BMI compared with patients receiving placebo. That's what I would do if this doesn't seem to work, which I would find rare. You know, if everything's going well, the parents are in it, she's on her diet, then should be perfect. She should not need this. Question number 3, what is Carla's diagnosis? I diagnosed her with metabolic syndrome, as I stated previously on my other video. Given the diagnosis, how would you screen her for clinical and fitness testing? So according to the AMC book, the way you screen someone for, like, clinically, I would adjust the part Q as shown here. That's what I would do. I would also use this chart right here. So right here, she is going to need medical clearance, because right here it says any signs or symptoms suggested of CV, metabolic, or renal diseases, regardless of the disease status, requires medical clearance. Once she gets that medical clearance, we're going to go ahead and jump onto light to moderate exercise for about the first 2 to 3 weeks. Well, the first month, basically. Then second month, we're gonna upgrade, take little baby steps. I don't want to just to throw her in there. We do want to take baby steps for this. As for the fitness testing, I would like to do the regular one, which is strength test, flexibility, and anaerobic. So for the strength, I would like to see how many, like with the hand grip, because I know she can't do push-ups, squats, we're gonna work our way into that. So a good strength test, a test that they do offer is a hand grip test. So that's not gonna hurt her or anything. She's gonna show me where her strength is at. For the flexibility, I would like her to lay on the floor with her feet stretched out. I will place a ruler on the edge of the box. The ruler is gonna be placed on the edge of the box with the 15-inch mark. I'm gonna have her stretch as far as she can, and that's gonna tell me her flexibility. And for the aerobic test, I would like to have her, casually walk on the treadmill for 5 minutes. And after that, I want to measure her heart rate and her blood pressure. I also want to make sure I get a good cuff for her hand because her hands might be a little bit too big since she is obese. So I want to get an adequate blood pressure thing where it will fit around her. That could get accurate results for that. So that's how I'm going to implement the fitness testing. How would you risk stratify her according to the American College of Sports Medicine guidelines? Back to the book. Once she is cleared for her medically cleared, I'm going to say that she is at the lowest risk because she's not really taking any medications, Metabolic syndromes is basically like they're asleep there. Like you can't really tell the diseases until you start feeling them. And from this case study, her parents are concerned, but she's not showing really any symptoms, other than that. Other than her chart, what shows here on her chart. So that's where I would place her. How would you approach her nutritional needs modifications? Like the same thing with the exercise. I don't want to have her jump right in there. I want her to start off little by little, I don't know, maybe for breakfast, she has hash browns and bacon and stuff like that. And for lunch, she probably has maybe a burger, pizza, snacks, chips, like hot Cheetos, hot fries. And for dinner, maybe she has a lot of maybe takeout, like Chinese food, I don't know, like stuff like that. And for her drinks, she's probably drinking sugary drinks. So what I would like to do is for her to start fixing her diet little by little. Because when you force someone to eat healthy right away, it has been shown that they're not going to stick to the diet. You have to incorporate healthy eating little by little. So for breakfast, we could switch up those bacon and hash browns for some sweet potato, turkey bacon, and add egg white with a regular egg, or add some chicken chorizo with that. I would like to also have her do a Mediterranean diet focusing on mostly white meats, basically once a week red meats, and to replace those sugary drinks with water. Water is very good for you. There's also some little substitutes that maybe she could add to her water to add flavor to that as well. That's what I would do. I found actually this I'm so sorry, I have so many articles open for this. Well, there was this chart that had basically I will show you the amount of food. So it was mostly protein, veggies, some fat, and a little bit of, not a little bit, but a decent amount of carbs. That's what I would have her do that. I would also want to show the parents a glycemic index to help her choose foods that are good for her. I think that's a good, what's it called? Nutrition plan. Another modification is the sugar. There now is different replacements that you could do, you know, like instead of regular flour, you can use oat flour, cassava flour, wheat flour. There's also wheat tortillas. There's low carb tortillas that are really good. For pizza, she wants pizza. You can make a homemade pizza. You know, it's just about researching and everything on the internet. Everything's on the internet nowadays. For pastries, you could do a sugar-free pastry. They're really good. You could also do like protein pancakes, like chocolate protein pancakes. So good as well. That's what I mean by healthy eating is doesn't have to be boring. Like you can make it fun. The parents can make little shapes on it, you know, decorate the plate. So she's still a little girl. That'll be fun. The next question is, how would you design her exercise wellness program and then implement it? Well, I already talked about that. Right here, I'm going to show you a chart. I'm just going to share my screen again. So right here, we have exercise types and examples for children. Aerobic exercise. This type of exercise increases heart rate and respiratory strength. Examples include skateboarding, paddle, dancing, basketball, soccer, volleyball, tennis, swimming, gymnastics, jumping rope, house cleaning, running, and cycling. Those are all part of aerobic exercises. She doesn't have to do it for a whole hour. It could be 30 minutes, and that's perfect. Since when you are more obese and you start moving around, you do tend to burn more calories than a fit person that does 30 minutes versus a obese person that does 30 minutes. The obese person is going to burn more calories than the fit person. So that's why she doesn't need to do a whole hour of that. Muscle strengthening exercises, climbing a rope, tree, rock, push-ups, and weightlifting. I would love to do weightlifting for her. She might love it. She might have a passion for it. Strength, weightlifting can also burn as much calories as doing aerobic exercises as well. So she could probably get into powerlifting. That's going to be so much fun for her. Usually people who weigh heavier are stronger than other people, and that's going to create some positive for her and encouragement, like, hey, I'm strong, you know. That's going to, and what she's going to start she's going to like weightlifting, and that's also going to help her burn all those calories and shape her body beautiful, and it's going to give her strength. It's going to make her prevent osteoporosis later on. It's just beautiful. I would totally recommend weightlifting for her. Also, I want her to do, like right here, it says extension strain causes muscles to become more elastic and there is less risk of injury. You could do some yoga. I know nowadays, you know, you have TikTok and Instagram and everything. And on that, I have seen, you know, big women that are flexible and they're just beautiful. And I would love to show her stuff like that. Like, you don't need to be skinny to be flexible and do all these things, you know. Your mind, like I've said before, your mind is the biggest muscle that you have. So I want her to think, yes, I'm going to do all this. I'm going to lose weight in a healthy way. I'm going to be healthy in the long run. I'm going to enjoy eating healthy, you know, all those positive things. I want her to see that. Like, being obese is not necessarily, it's just the way you think about it, you know? So yeah, I want her to do yoga, She could do dancing. She could dance by herself if she likes in her room. I mean, that's not weird for me. I would totally support that, as long as she's moving. So that's what I would, that's how I would incorporate her exercise program. So for strength, I would probably do maybe 30 to 40 minutes. If later on during like maybe 6 months, I would start incorporating HIIT workouts, high intensity interval training. It's kind of like CrossFit. Maybe she'll like CrossFit too. And there's so many options for her. That's the beauty of being introduced to the fit lifestyle. Like you're seeing new things, you're always learning new things, and it's just beautiful. So yeah, that's what I would do for her. I actually like this chart, and I would like to show this to her. So it says less TV, PC, 2 to 3 times weekly, swimming, paddle, tumbling, dancing, gymnastics, 3 to 5 times weekly, running, swimming, skateboard, climbing, skate, volleyball, basketball, skiing, every day, walking, using stairs. That's another one. Like if they go to a place that has an elevator and the stairs, take the stairs. Always take the stairs and not the elevator. Even those tiny things help out a lot. Tidying the room, washing a pet. Maybe she has a dog. She could take him outside or her and give the dog a bath. Going to the market, she doesn't have to stay at home. Maybe she doesn't want to go out to public because she's embarrassed. But that's why I want to create that positive reinforcement for her to, go out, get those steps in. Maybe to start off, I would have her do probably from 3,000 to 6,000 steps and increase it little by little, because that helps out a lot as well. What else? And yeah, I think that's about it. So I already talked about all these case study questions. Sorry, let me stop sharing my screen. This is going to conclude my case study 3 questions. If you have any comments or concerns, please don't hesitate to email me. Yeah, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.